All right, we're going to have one little short stream, maybe about an hour. Let's see if I'm okay, I'm live. Ooh, we got it on the wrong setting. Shoot. Come on, buddy. Alrighty, let's wish we get some luck here. Hope for some luck. Looks good to go. Why is it that we're... Hold up. This doesn't make sense. How come we're not getting any metrics on our stream here? Never seen this before. Okay, that was weird. This guy looks like he'd be easy to kill. I wonder where he's going. He broke a tab, so he's probably going somewhere not in the wilderness. Sort of tempted to want to go into the Rev Cave, but probably save that for tomorrow. Okay, let's see if this guy logs. 2 people over here. Oh, they're gonna stack. They're gonna stack. I think they're stacking. Did the other guy log, or am I just blind? Okay, they are stacking. He's dead. How the... Wait, this guy got... Wait, I'm so confused. Wow, 2 kills for the price of 1. Do we get anything? 19k, 96k, not bad. Well, that was easy. Wow, I'm sipping the damn antivenom. Oh my, what the hell? That's weird to see. we go after this guy? Looks like he's not. Oh, yeah. First try, guarantee he's gonna freeze me. Yep. That smite is not gonna work for you, buddy. See ya. How much was this guy worth? 211? Nice, that was fun. Hey, at least I manned up and I went after a guy when I still had 2 keys and he was, you know, what, 8 levels higher. Guess you kind of get a little confidence when you notice not everyone out here is an animal, so I like to see it, you know, I'm not the bottom of the totem pole. Wonder what his +1 was. Did I even switch prayers when I mauled that guy? I know I wasn't potted. Do we have our pussy out? We gotta pull our pussy out. Cleared this world. Come on, buddy. Okay then. I gotta move that freaking anti-venom. It's in a bad spot. Wow, that was huge. What it'll be? That's pretty doggy. Let's go ahead and take a look at our a KD. I think we can't see until we're in the wild though. So we'll put it like that. Maybe it will not be as inclined to click on it when it's over there, I think. Everyone's lurking and jerking your gherkin while twerking. Gee. Makes me think that was a real guy if he's logging out and he's not detecting my combat level like most of them do. So we got a nice little 5 KD. That's mainly from not killing these bots. 1250 is not going to have bots, right? Which will probably mean it's just empty completely, right? No bots means no people. Or, well, no bots means nobody. Because it's only bots. Why is this guy skulled? Oh, is he in multi? Too bad I can't hit him. Fatal Ricky. This guy just logged out of fear. It looks like he just got scared at least. It's like, oh my god, another dude with a skull. Gotta get the hell out of here. You know, I think almost at some point it seems to be that I could just stay in one world and just wait for them to hop to me. Man, this guy just missed out on a whole load of chins. Could have been mine. Easy money. Nah, he's gonna have like 9K. That's alright, I guess. Oh, I'm overgrowing for sure. Oh, I'm still drinking it. How the fuck is that not a freeze? No fucking way that I died to that guy. Was he might have been cheating. That mall did not seem organic. Well, I'm gonna watch this by myself. It doesn't look like there's anybody in the stream. Dude, I had some weird, strange feeling like, as impossible as it was, I'm gonna die to this guy. I'm gonna take a guess that he hit the literal exact numbers he needed to hit. Actually, I will share this with the stream, because people may watch the VOD, but let's see. Actually, let's turn the music down. Off, I mean. Alright. Just find time to lag. Like, I feel like this shit troll. Well, everything trolls. What am I talking about? Alright. I'm asking. Okay, it was obviously a 52 XP drop. It's a 1. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's add the numbers up. If they add up to exact 58, I would. It's probably gonna happen. I mean, I don't even. Why even question it? I know my luck already. He hit the bare minimum, like the exact numbers he had to hit. 30, 21, 9. Called it. Called it. Called it. What are the actual chances? What are the actual chances? I called it. I called it. He hit 58 on 58. Like I'm so used to it that I just know it happened. Actually, wait a minute. Where's that extra 9 coming in there? Okay, I guess the 9 was on top, but still, like, what was it? 9 a bolt? Yeah, that looks like cheating. I don't know why you're gonna sit here and. I mean, either it's AHK or. I mean, it didn't have to be, but I mean, it's very unlikely that somebody pulls a Gmail off like that. But it might have been a little bit harder to tell just because it was like he was under me and I couldn't see him, so I don't know. We finally get the ideal person to fight, and we get screwed over. Seems to happen consistently, honestly. I don't know what's going on with my stream. I don't know why this content is nobody wants to watch pure PKing. Like, what's going on? I could be doing Royal Titans. I could be freaking killing damn goblins or something, and people would rather watch it. Every time I've streamed pure content before, people pulled up. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's getting worse like every day to the point where it's like, well, I better just end streaming, you know? That's another problem I've had is just like trying to stay motivated but not seeing any progress. Even with YouTube videos, it's like a freaking spin a wheel and let's see how many views you get. Like, there's no rhyme or reason behind the quality of the content or the effort you put into it or anything. Just like, is the algorithm going to just help you or not? Here I am talking about algorithm. People are pulling up maybe a little bit, I think. Maybe I said something that YouTube doesn't like or something. I wonder if that's a thing. You always got to just wonder. The hell happened? Something weird just happened on my stream. Let's get the mucus back on. Let's see, how long have we been live for? We've been live for 26 minutes, so we got about half an hour in us. Half an hour left in the tank. It's just too bad that nobody's popping out. Nobody's showing up. Hey, somebody just came through WW. Hey, two of y'all pulled up. All right. What's up, man? I haven't seen your name in here either. Passive Rage. Hi, I wanted to build a 1 Death Pure, but I have no clue as to which build. What, in your opinion, current meta around 40 to 50 combat? It depends on what kind of PKing you're trying to do. I'm gonna ask this question to both of you guys. Did you guys just kind of get this in your feed, this stream? Did it just come up, or are you guys subscribers? And yeah, WW, just let me know what kind of pure PKing are you trying to go for, because that's a bit of a broad question, and if it's across the board, I maybe be able to give you an answer, but that's a very limited range of combat. Not so much range, it's more so it's kind of low. Sweet, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna be quite honest with you, especially if you're restricting yourself to that lower combat bracket. The answer's gonna be a bit different between Bounty Hunter and Wilderness. So, actually, no, I'll try to come up with something versatile. For one, you're gonna want to NH at least the bare minimum type of NHing, where it's like you gotta freeze and you got, even if it's just like entangle and bolting or something, and no main hand mage. I would go with, you almost don't even need melee, or like at the very least, like your melee's, depending on how you do it, it's really not going to be too effective. Depends on if you want to have a Gmaul. If you want to have a Gmaul, your strength's not going to be very high. So for that combat bracket, I would say you could probably get something like, maybe it depends. Maybe you do want to keep your HP low. It's not always the best solution, but I would say something like 61 range. I haven't really calculated that combat bracket. 61 plus range. What else? Obviously get your magic exactly at that same level. And, well, you're not going to really be doing like any kind of NH unless you're snaring or something, which, and it depends on what build you prefer. But if you're in Bounty Hunter, you could run 1 attack and virtually go to maybe like 90 strength still. I would say 1 attack is pretty bad for actually securing kills. It kind of, as you know, as you would expect, it's going to hit a lot of zeros. So I got a low HP account. It's level, I think it's a 42 combat with 45 HP, or either that or it's like 43 combat. It's got 97 strength, but it was built for free-to-play, so it only has, well, it has 45 HP, but that's suitable for free-to-play. And still, I guess realistically, it could be used in pay-to-play effectively. Although the HP is kind of important to have, like, it's important to have a little higher HP if you want to actually lucratively, like, PK and actually get a good positive KD and maybe make money. So I would say that the easiest build, the no-brainer solution, is to have something of that combat level with 61 or higher, and just use a dark bow and throwing axes, and I guess you're just going for the KO. You really don't have much ability to NH, really, so to speak. So I don't know if you guys are still in here, but I mean, try to answer it as best as I could. So why particularly do you want to like? Why particularly do you want to actually stick in the 40-50 range? Is it because you want to actually PK here? Because this is probably the ideal spot to actually PK with an account with that combat level. Maybe not even that low though. But it actually might be perfect because there's a lot of like level, you know, level 3. Even level 3 is too low, but see level 13s and stuff. That's pretty common here. 37, 15. I would say the perfect combat level here is probably 50-ish. But who knows? I mean, even lower than that, you might find that these, because I wouldn't know personally for personal experience, that these level 3s, maybe they're packing the most chins because they just don't get hit. You never know. And in which case, if you want to hit those, there's very few and limited builds to actually kill those guys. One of them is actually a defensive build, just a DFS setup. Go back to this guy. Is he got? Wait, where did this guy go? Yo, who was paying attention? Where did this guy go? Was anyone paying more attention to me? I thought we still had him froze. 21K. We're rich. I'm rich, bitch. Hey, WW, if you appreciate the advice, drop a like. Bursting. Yeah, honestly, dude, like, you're gonna laugh at this, but I kind of splashed all the way from 1 to 99 magic. Like actually. Yep. And there's some logic behind it. One of them is, like, if you want to get finicky and technical about it, which I did on the series that I made, don't even get your magic levels in, unless you're trying to rush it. Don't even do it in pay to play. Just sit on Port Sarim dock and just splash. And even if it's mine runes, I mean, you make more progress than you think over time as long as you just have a way of staying logged in. And you can set it and forget it and kind of do whatever you want to do in game on another account, or hell, you can make a dinner, cook a pancake, do whatever you want productively while your account trains, unless you're trying to rush it and you really don't have patience. But what's the reasoning why you can't AFK 20 minutes? Because I know a lot of people are like, well, that's boring. I don't really... It's not that I don't understand the logic of why people would say that's boring, but it's like they're defeating the purpose. They're like, well, I don't want to AFK. I want to actively play, and I get that. All right, W. Pull up tomorrow. We should be streaming tomorrow. First, forgot to set my autocast. I think I forgot. Maybe I didn't. How did I lose KD and I didn't even die? Like, I was a 5.0 and I didn't even die since then. I don't think. Maybe that one death was, yeah, maybe after I did that. I guess that makes sense. Wow, I should have just clicked him. That's another golden rule here. If you're here at Chins or any kind of area where it's like people got the bot logouts, or just people in general, don't even bother right clicking them to see their combat level. You left click, you go like boom, and then you immediately do that. It's literally a shoot first and ask questions later kind of ordeal. Oof. I've seen this guy and he looks like a noob, but he's a 123. Like, how do you have the audacity to come out here with a freaking snakeskin bandana? That's getting really welfare. People tell me that I welfare. Oh my god, I keep on doing that. Which reminds me, I keep forgetting I gotta look at my actual risk wealth, or my whatever it's called. Mother. I don't know why my screen turned. It's not supposed to do that. Like, I was facing the wrong way for some reason. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired. I think I'll be alive maybe like 20 more minutes or something. Imagine if I had to fight a 113. That'd be crazy. Yeah, or you could just like kind of tell me your stats. That would actually just be easier. What the hell, dude? I hate that. So I will always suggest that you you make your range and your mage the exact same level, because if you're trying to perfect your combat, like you optimize whatever combat sets you have for your combat level, you want to make the range of the mage the same level. And I would say your melee is about on par as well. You might have to use a combat calculator. 44 prayer depends on what kind of bracket you're going for, because yeah, that's decent, but like it's all about your opinion, and like it's kind of subjective or whatever, because I got 63 prayer. You could get 52 prayer. You could stay at 44, even 45 if you're going to NH. What else? 31 prayer, 13 prayer. I think it really depends on what your goal is. It depends on like where you're going to try to PK, where you're going to primarily PK. PKing in Bounty Hunter versus PKing in the wild is two different things. What kind of advice are you kind of looking for, though? Yeah, I covered all that stuff, and I don't know if you, I don't remember if you said that you come from the subscription feed or just a random, the YouTube promoted the stream randomly, but yeah, I covered all that, and let me tell you, that is a very OP thing, and it's very fun, and well, smiting is very exciting, and I understand that, but it also, like, it depends. Like, I would say you want to go for, currently, if I were you, I would go for the 52 prayer and enjoy it while you can at your combat level. You know, the smite setup. Before you actually, before you actually go ahead and like get potentially 60 through prayer, which is for what I'm doing is probably more ideal. Because like you the way I did it, the way I look at it as well, is why not, as you build your account, you get to enjoy each tier of combat level, like each bracket of each PK bracket. Like I enjoyed the lower level smite setup and everything, but eventually I progressed into something like what I got now. And I sort of debate if I want to actually go ahead and eventually get 60 attack. I'm still not even like certain if I don't even have a like I lean both ways equally. Like 60 attack would be very nice, but 50 attack's also very nice. I guess it's only a difference of 2.5 combat levels as well. I guess if I'm forced to get 99 HP and it makes it like a closer build to having like something 0.9, like say 82.9 versus like, you don't want to have like an 82.1 combat, because that means you can get like a couple more extra combat levels. And this is just me being very anal about it and finicky, because I put a lot of thought in this and I try to perfect the series a bit. Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Probably not. For that matter, I mean, like, it depends on how like OCD you are about it, like how how even things like having an account that looks good, clean looking stats, if that matters or whatever, whatever. How the culture is already though, like you can PK viably on a 1 or 2 defense account, but does anyone want that? No. At the end of the day, I guess the biggest thing is just being a good PKer. Outside of that, you kind of like, we all love our trophy accounts and stuff, Yeah, so like if you got a 71.45 combat level account, you ideally want that to be 71.95 or something like that, whatever the highest you can. I think it's 75.925 is what the highest you could be before you actually gain a combat. Oh my god, I was super slow on that. So maybe if you want to take advantage of being a sort of a lower combat level and you want to still be able to have that smite potential, I would say your best bet is to try to limit how much HP levels you're getting. And obviously, if it's not going to be suitable for risking fair amounts of money if you don't have high HP. But if you just want to kind of have a kamikaze type of account, having low HP and then still having the smite potential is probably your best bet. At the end of the day, the goal is to have fun. And obviously big smites are fun, but also it's lucrative because if you do die, you've made more money than you lose. You're kind of in the profit zone. Wow, what a weird waste of a spec. Wow, that's atrocious. Gonna bank just for the spec. How do you have... That's the lowest I've ever seen. 235 GP. This guy didn't even have enough traps. We gotta look at this. Alright, let me record this. Okay, how do you have 235 GP? That doesn't even cover the traps. Let's look at it. So he must have had all of his traps on the ground. I guess that makes sense. Why did I do that? This guy is so poor he's beyond homeless. He doesn't even own a box, you know? So I'm going to tell you, like I said, I don't remember if you said that you're a subscriber or somebody randomly actually got the feed in their YouTube feed. And not to be biased or anything, but, you know, considering you are asking my advice, I guess it does make sense. Go ahead and watch my Pure series after I get off stream. I'm only going to be live for, I'm going to say, like, maybe a couple more runs, you know, maybe up to 15 minutes. Like, I'm going to go out soon, so. But I promise you, my Pure series is a guide that's very, very concise. And, you know, as it goes on, it's actually including the new updates, too, so. I'm glad they're actually making updates that actually cater to my series. It's kind of, you know, lucky, but. Okay, cool. My bad. Sorry, I didn't read what you said. Yeah, I would have to say, though, like, you know, there's almost nothing I can really tell you that you don't know if you've watched the videos. Unless it's new information. And maybe there's some stuff I'm in my next episode that, you know, is completely new updates, so it's, like, different. Like, you're not gonna see that until I release it, but. Give me 1 minute. Give me, yeah, about a minute. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I think we might go for like a couple more runs and then we'll just have to. It's getting late, so we're gonna end stream pretty soon, but. Yo, Passive, is this the first stream you've been in? Because, like, you know, traditionally I don't stream. But I've been sending it. I'm a little disappointed with, you know, like, it seemed to be we were getting views for random stuff like Royal Titans, stuff that I wouldn't think anyone was actually interested in. And, yeah, maybe I'm just bad with names as well, but, like, I've admitted to that. But it's kind of annoying to me. We finally have our, you know, what we worked for as, you know, our primary content, and it just seems like it's not really hitting an algorithm, or it's not, maybe not even the algorithm to blame. Actually, maybe a little bit. But just, we're just not pulling the viewers. Like, you know, we get 25 viewers just doing PVM, and then now we're sitting at 2 viewers doing our main content here. It just seems a little weird. I can always tell when the algorithm's not really pulling through, because what actually ends up happening is the total views is high, but the average view duration's low, meaning they're putting my content out to new people that may not already be in, like, it's experimental on their end. Like, they don't know if there's those group of people are going to be interested or not. And so what ends up happening is, because it's experimental, they often tend to watch for a couple seconds and leave. But yeah. Alright. We are potted. We are ready. Let's go. Make sure I got my recorder up. Almost forgot that. What do you think about my pet? My pet cat, I decided to name it Subscribe. Just give it a little subliminal messaging. That way I don't have to say, hey, subscribe. Maybe I'll make another one called Donation. Yeah, I never liked questing either. But I mean, that's why I put off making a pure for so many years. Also, I felt like the market was saturated in terms of like YouTube content. So like, it didn't seem like it was worth it. Maybe if I could just bust out a pure without doing quests, it'd be different. But the quests really turned me off. RuneLite quest helper though, like it's definitely a lifesaver. Holy, that was a big spec. Okay, that's cute. I didn't click the spec bar, apparently. Yeah, I didn't think we had to use spec on that guy. Nobody eats. It's gonna be 56k. It's actually a good one, I'm not gonna lie. That's way above normal. I must have clicked auto retaliate instead of the spec bar, I'm guessing. You know, because I'm trying to make content, make an entertaining video, I've decided, like, well, as of recent, like, last video, I'm like, I can't include these, like, 100 low-level kills, like, or low GP amount kills and all that. So, like, this is definitely going to be my last day here, because it seems that, like, if I'm like, oh, wow, 111k is a lot here, that's not even enough to include in the video. The only clips I'll have from here are going to be when I run into a real person, so this is definitely a good reason to make this our last time here. Yeah, good call. Rev Caves, Lava Dragons, and Rogue's Den, and maybe Agility Course. There's a possibility we go to the Slayer Cave. As you can see, our title is like Hunting Bronzemen. I missed the bandwagon by like a couple days because I was stuck at Rural Titans getting absolutely screwed. Get him, boy. Forgot to turn my recorder on. Yeah, how was a 41 our max hit with D-Fire? A 1, or I mean a 0. Okay, I guess we're just primarily banking for the spec bar. Or not spec bar, but to get our spec back. Yeah, 95 though, are you gonna run Fire Surge? Because I traditionally, like, haven't learned, or not learned, but I mean, I haven't really practiced using Fire Surge setup. But I mean, now the practice is pretty much done for me because I can rearrange the spell book, so. Probably should hit that up, actually, maybe before I end this video, honestly. Okay. Yeah, because, like, ironically, people are going for 95 for exactly what I just said. What's up, RC Madness? You caught us a little late. We might actually end in about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to send like one more trip out there. Under the weather, mate. I'm not feeling too great today either in general, but I'm not sick in that sense. Not like as in a cold. Yeah, bro, you always show support. Thank you. Speaking of that, I don't know if you were here. I don't know if I should even say this, but I'll say it anyway. We got a little support in the sense of no. I'm not gonna have this guy get on me. We got some not subscription, but we got some donations, and totaling like $42. Guess how much money that we got from that after YouTube took its cut? Yeah, it would have been cool, but, well, I mean, it still is nice, but... So we got a total of... Nice, man, making waves. That's stars like 20... That's a star like 20 bucks? What? I don't know what that terminology means, but I take it you're guessing about 20 bucks, and if that's the case, you're basically spot on, which is disgusting. You make $42. I got $42 in donations, and YouTube pays out $19.60. Now, I don't know exactly how that could be, because we're supposed to get a 70% cut unless somebody's paying with Apple Pay, which takes their own 30%, which is... I can't wrap my head around why anybody would actually use that service. Imagine every time you use your credit card, the credit card takes 30% tax off that. And that doesn't even include tax. So at the end of the day, if I made 42 bucks, I'm getting 12 bucks. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but it's actually making me want to just be like, nope, I'm going back to Kick. In which case, I don't really have any YouTube audience or anything like that, so it's like, I don't know what to do, actually. I almost want to get on this guy. Yeah, it shouldn't have to be like that, bro. Like, these corporations, bro, somebody needs to do something about it. Ooh, this guy, let him get on me. Oh shit, I messed up. Always sucks when they have the what's the word? They have the momentum is what I'm trying to say. I mean, it would be kind of cool if he didn't just hit a max every single hit, but I guess we'll take it. I mean, go ahead and splash. That's fine. Go ahead and staff bash. Okay, this is where we shine right here. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't I have my melee prayer on? I had my melee prayer on, but well, okay. Who wants to see that? Who wants to run it back and look at that? That's just pathetic. Okay, we'll show the tracker too, because I'm pretty sure that guy just hit beyond anything he was actually supposed to hit. That's pathetic. And that's why I'm not particularly, like, it's not my strong suit to PK on peers, because it's just a constant loop of eating. We beat him on prayers, oh my god, it's just disgusting. That's a good reason to end stream right there. Like, okay, so he did pretty good on prayers, I guess, even though he got the jump on us and we had to spam our food. Because the reason why you guys didn't get to see it, I ended up clicking the record button and like I went off my screen and I got DPS in the beginning and then I couldn't come back from it. So, you know, I got 75% of my prayers. He got 72. There's really, you know, basically the same shit, but he did, he's up close to 150 damage above where he's supposed to be. I'm down 2 damage on where I'm supposed to be. Nothing crazy. He got 1 chance, and I don't think this is necessarily accurate. He had a 13% chance of killing me there, and he got it. 1 chance, 13%, he gets it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the recording if possible. This is where, you know, this is what messed me up. Let me pause the music real quick. All right. It appears that I need to turn my music down a little bit. It was definitely a tick late. Let's just see. We can also maybe determine if he's cheating. But you know what? Before I even say anything or do anything, this always happens. It's a reoccurring theme. And it's just like, just kind of like a slap in the face. Like, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm going to show you how unlucky you are. But I always get hit. People always hit the exact amount of damage they need to. Even if it's a max hit, like, or like whatever it might be. If I'm 59 HP, you're hitting exactly 59. But when it comes to people being at 59 HP, I'll hit a 58. And it just, come by the stream more often and you'll see how true it is. But anyway, let's just have it play out. So let's see, is he going to hit the 55 or whatever he hits with his dagger? I think he hit higher, honestly, but we'll find out. So he hits a 57. Like, you know, that would be me hitting a 54. But the funny thing is, like I said, I'm not even exaggerating. A lot, like more than it isn't, it seems to be. It's like the exact number that they have to hit. And he basically did. Let's see, did he pot trick it like a noob? Not even. We just couldn't see, like, I have a hard time with actually reading people or like actually reacting when the ice cube's kind of like in the way. And I know people have their way of doing it, but that kind of throws me off. Look at that. We let's see how close it is. Yeah, because he had PID, the only reason why he was able to kill me is he had PID. That's literally all. If I had PID, the melee prayer would have registered. And as if, a 30-27 is like your basic average hit. And okay, so before we end stream, let's take a look one more time. This is the tracker. Yeah, he's clearly up. The discrepancy between damage, if you could see here, I should have been down 152, and for obvious reasons, it's not a skill issue. But I was down almost 300, so essentially, it's like doubling up on damage. But it's like, I feel like it's normal, bro. Just like, oh. Alright, I'm too tired for this. Yep. Let me look at what y'all are saying, and I'm head out. Tired as hell. You see. I don't know what you mean by you're seeing your work pull because it's worth it or something. I don't get it. Yeah, so I would say most people aren't familiar with PIDs, so I wouldn't put it past you to not be like 100% understanding of it. So it's kind of a subtle thing but it's subtle in terms of graphically, but in terms of like actually high end PKing, it's everything. PID is more important than ping in most situations. But so the thing is, I don't know if I have to explain PID, but basically, just all you need to know is the prayer. Say our actions happen at the same time, it's still going to prioritize one over the other. And in this case scenario, he had PID, so even if we clicked at the same time, my melee prayer was just going to be too slow. What started out part of the reason why that was a big flop is not because of the performance per se, is because when you start out a fight, somebody gets some momentum and you're sitting there just putting food down your throat, like, and the reason why you guys weren't able to see it, but the reason why it started out like that is just because I clicked off screen, I clicked on my recorder, and I had to pull up the window again, and meanwhile I'm getting attacked. If they're up on HP and you're forced to eat, you kind of lose hits. So it's kind of like the first one to shoot. Say you got like a duel, like you got two people with a pistol. Like the first one to shoot usually has the advantage. I was waiting for the guy too. Like I seen him, and I'm like, okay, I want him to attack me because he's not Skull, but yeah, it is what it is. I've seen way worse. Like today, well, as you can see, the title is Hunting Bronzemen, so in which case I am trying to do. First of all, it's kind of clickbait. And why are people pulling up like when I'm ending stream? I just had a whole stream with like freaking like 2 people in it this entire time, and now everyone's gonna pull up when I'm leaving. But anyway, okay, sorry, I got ADHD distracted once again. I'm on tangents all the time. So basically, yeah, you're the star of the party. So basically, I'm looking for these bronze men. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And I see this dude. I like his streams. I'm cool, not cool with him per se. Like I don't know him, but his name's Donator. I say, hey, yo, it's Donator, and I attack him. And he's like, off, get off. And then, well, I keep on fighting him because it's like, dude, this is the game. Like, deal with it. And so I actually I actually definitely beat him on tracker. I outperformed him, even if it wasn't just like a level discrepancy. I did better than him anyway. But he chanced me one time, and it happened to be, check it out. I'm 43 HP. His max hit is a 38 with a bolt. He hits a 38, and mind you, he's not getting me off a ton of prayers, but he happens to get me off on that one prayer. And I think it's because I got distracted with something or something. Like, I think I was drinking my venom instead of my blighted restore, because they look similar. So that distracted me, and I was off prayer. And he hits a 38 off prayer. Right, I'm 43 HP, but in the same game tick, just ironically, the 6 poison tick hits me. So, he basically, let's see, 38. So it basically, if that, well, obviously I wouldn't have died if that poison splat didn't hit me in the exact same game tick. It was only like a difference of 1 HP. Like, if I was 2 HP higher, I would have lived as well. What's up, Wavy? I don't know why everyone's coming through when I'm ending stream. But basically, so at some point, because I don't have a lot of experience with pure PKing in the wild. I do like a lot of LMS, and if I'm gonna PK, it was usually on a main. My prayer management's kind of bad, so at some point in the fight I got smited, but I forgot to put the item protect back on. So he also got my maul, but I mean, mind you, he was getting worked the entire time. I swear he got chance more than Tracker actually said, and just once again I just got screwed. This pisses me off. Like, I guess it's not that many people. I just know that we just went the whole stream. Well, it's only been like an hour and 14-minute stream, but we were just getting like nothing for views. Maybe what it is, people like to see the morning / late at night stuff. I think that might be what it is. All right. Guess you're going to have to catch me tomorrow. I'm pretty damn tired. Oh man, would you not have an air conditioner or something? I'll be honest, like I'm no wealthy guy, but I have an air conditioner, but you know how I got it? It's literally when I got it is a brand new air conditioner, and somebody threw it out, and I'm like, that looks like a very new air conditioner, and it's like it literally is brand new, and that's what it's cooling down my whole entire downstairs. So that's pretty fortunate. And dude, yeah, that sucks. I literally can't do that. Like, I'm very bad in the heat. Oh, like everyone's pulling up to the stream, and I'm ending. I'm ending. Yeah, are you a little on the thicker side too? I mean, actually, since I was doing like fencing out in the heat, I've lost quite a bit of weight, so there's that. But I still, like, realistically, like, I think even just genetically, I'm not really meant for the heat. Are you also like a freaking super white boy as well? Because I know I am. But yeah. All right, guys. Hmm. Brown as in Spanish or like Indian or Muslim, or not Muslim. Muslim's a religion. My bad. That sounded really ignorant. All right. the yeah. All right, man. All right, guys. I'd love to stick around. It just sucks that like seems to be people pull through when they want to watch paint dry or something like. But yeah, okay. I guess like earlier and the earlier I'll be live. I don't even know if that's a good thing because it seems like people pull up later at night. But I'll see y'all later.